points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
No, check. No, check.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll toss it to Fournette. Wiggles free. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati 1st down. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Well, a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The play clock's running down. They begin with a run by Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Play action. Now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Lewis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there at 22. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. No. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And his throw is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
No, Jack, Patriot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Powering forward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Again, it's Fournette. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ryan Glasgow coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Fournette on the counter. So we've reached half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Detroit! Over!
They'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his... will take over at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And this one's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Look. He might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Fuller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far?
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A handoff to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Fournette, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Santos now to add the PAT. Now Bortles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
All right, now look at the
Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. That's correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeJuan Smoot in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception.